What's going on, everybody? This is John with First Direct. I've been going through my calls today. Again, working remote, and it's certainly different. It's a different vibe, different feel. I get the kids playing out, all that stuff, and I'm a little bit sad as I've been going through even the last few weeks, but even today, I'm very thankful for the family. I'm thankful for lessons, even though we have family members that aren't more and stuff too. I think a lot of people, it's you have to remember the good times. You have to remember the people that are with us. And you also need to remember the good times of people that were past. But one of the things, as I've been making my calls today, that has been just sad. And I know I'm not supposed to bring up sad things. I'm not supposed to talk about it. You're supposed to be upbeat. You're supposed to be positive. You're supposed to have the great attitude all the time, the can do, the will do. And that is absolutely correct. It is absolutely correct. And yet I think there are times, and I wanted to address this, that it's sad that as I'm calling, there are far too many. And we have a good list that I'm going off of. We have we're a data company. We work with lists all the time. We work with the stuff that we are giving to other people. And yeah, it's not 100% accurate. There's always going to be those things, and you have to work through it. You have to dial the numbers that are there. But what I'm finding is there are far too many numbers that I'm dialing that when I go back and verify whether somebody is there or not, I'm finding that these people, these businesses, are no longer with us. That is sad. The fact that there are more businesses now honestly, that should piss you off. That should make you mad. But that's what I want to get. I think you should acknowledge the reality of where you're at. And if there is something, if you're having a rough year this year, 2020, there are far too many small and medium-sized businesses that are going out of business. Do I want to focus on the negative, focus on the downscaling the downsizing you might have had to do? No, not at all. I want you to get a fire in your belly and start fighting back. One of the things that we're able to do with the information that we have is really go back to the basics of when all you had was a list, all you needed was a phone, and you're getting after it. I mean, that's what I do day to day, even though we have all this other high tech stuff out there. And I certainly want to bring as much of a personal and a high touch in customer service to the high tech and stuff that we have. But it's sad to see there's way too many businesses that are no longer with us anymore. There's way too many do not call, not do not call numbers. There's way too many numbers that are out of service. Mad, get after it, get out there. If there's something simple you need, we're here to help you grow. There's other companies, I guarantee, that are there to help you grow, not to focus on the negative, but to say, you know what, this is where we're at, this is where we want to go. We've had some setbacks. Who is here that I can network with? Who's the next person that I can call? Who has got my money, as Grant would say? Who is there to be able to help my business go to the next level? Some cases that might be us. Some cases that might be another business partner you have. Sometimes that might be going to a Cardone event. It might be going to whatever event that you prescribe to. You're still going to have to get at it. So as sad as it is, as much as I want to acknowledge the reality that there are far too many businesses that are not with us anymore, that there's too many numbers on here that just don't work anymore because the business no longer exists. If you're even remotely having trouble, or you're downsizing and you've been affected by COVID, by the pandemic, by the shutdowns, get after it. Now is the time to get after it. By all means, take the time that you need to be with your family in this season. But if that is getting in the way of you being able to have a good Christmas, I would suggest to you that you continue to do the work. If it means you have to work longer hours in the evening in order to do that, that's probably what you should be doing. we're going to take very particular days off, but we're still working hard through the holidays because we have huge goals for 2021. And we're not going to wait for the new year in order to set those goals and to set a new plan. We've worked out those plans right now. We're implementing right now. And that's what I encourage you to do, not because we're perfect, but because we certainly understand and we're here to help you understand if that's what you need. It's time to get this year. 2020 has been a crazy year. They've shut things down. It is time to move. It is time to go. Even if next year more shutdowns start to happen, we have to figure it out. It's up to us, you and I, the companies that we're with, the companies that we work for. It's up to us, the life that we want down. No matter what other stuff is going to happen, no matter who's going to shut things down, you got to find a way. If you want your family to be able to have the things that you want them to have, you have to find a way. It might be that you have to step away from a certain venture that you have, but you should be moving forward. You should be taking that next step. You should, if you feel like you're getting beaten down, it's time to fight back. And even though that it's sad that the reality is there, I want to press that upon you. And again, I really want you to be as successful as you want to be. If anything, I give you permission. You don't need my permission. But if you need to simply hear that, you have my permission to be as successful as you want to be as a business. And if there's anything that we can do at First Direct, anything I can do at First Direct, I want to be there for you and I want to help you do that. Doesn't have to be me. At the end of the day, it really does not have to be me, but get after it, get moving, go for it. Go out there and conquer. Take care.